Hey guys, what's up? It's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Christmas is coming, the holidays are coming up. I simply can't believe it. I truly feel like it was just Christmas about 3 months ago. But here we are. It's winter. It's cold, there's no sun, and we need shoes to make us feel better. Get that seasonal depression away. Seriously though, it is that time to think about giving and also to just think about your own capsule. It's a new season, so that means a little wardrobe refresh. Today, I'm going to be talking about winter footwear specifically. Nice little winter footwear capsule for you or a loved one to consider for your kind of winter footwear capsule for the holidays and beyond, because you know, winter lasts after the holidays are over and we still need to feel comfortable and look fashionable. Basically, this list of shoes, I personally feel covered in terms of occasion, comfort, trend, chicness, feeling casual, feeling elevated, all of the above. This is kind of my personal list that I just feel like covers me. And hopefully will cover you too. I'll cover you. I think having a capsule for shoes for me specifically is the highest priority because shoes take up a lot of space. It's a lot easier to store clothes than it is shoes. I like to have just enough shoes. Like I don't want to have any holes in my footwear collection, but I want to have just also what I need. Typically for me, like I'm not looking for a ton of statement pieces in terms of shoe wear. I rely more on jewelry and other accessories and even pieces in my wardrobe to bring statement into the look. For shoes specifically though, I want them to be nice. I want them to be trendy, but also I'm looking for shoes that are somewhat basic and go with a lot of different things so that there's just a lot of space to play with outfits and jewelry, etc. So I have a few shoes I want to share with you today. My first few pairs of shoes that I'm going to be sharing are boots from Cosy Island, who is sponsoring this video today. I really don't like wearing heels, but I like the way they make me look. I like feeling elongated. I live in the city, so I do walk around a lot. So when I do get heels, I'm looking for comfort. I'm looking to get a heel that I can wear all night, all day, but I also want them to be stylish. So finding the kind of like that balance of style and comfort is sometimes not the easiest thing to do if you're looking for a heel. And what I like about the Cosy Island shoes is that they're genuinely so comfortable and stylish. Their whole thing is like comfort without compromise. Their shoes have a lot of space for breathing. Again, I live in the city, I'm walking around a lot. And during the holiday season specifically, like you do need shoes for a few different types of occasions. You want to have shoes that are stylish and comfortable because you go to a holiday party, you're going to be there for a while, you're going to be standing on your feet, you're going to be talking. You want to make sure that you look your best, but that you also feel your best. So at the heart of each pair of Cosy Island shoes is their signature pain-free technology, which has seamless fabrics and a tech-enhanced midsole that reduces foot fatigue and increases breathability. And of course, another reason why I really love this brand is that it champions sustainability and uses eco-conscious materials like recycled plastic bags. I'm gonna get into all the shoes, obviously, but before I do, I just want to encourage you to take a look at the deals in the description box below. I will link all of the shoes that I talked about today, not just the Cosy Island ones, but Cosy Island is having a sale this December. The discount is active from December 4th through December 28th, so you have a pretty big window for Christmas present shopping and not like a huge pressure to find everything during like the Black Friday, Cyber Monday rush. So you can save up to 65%. If you buy 2 pairs, you get $20 off. And if you buy 3 pairs, you get $40 off. If you have 2 sisters or a mom and a sister that you want to get some nice boots for, then you want to get a pair for yourself, just package it all up and you'll get a nice little discount. Let's get into the shoes, which is what I know you all came here for. So these first pair of shoes, this is a shoe that I've really needed for a long time. As I've been getting dressed, I've been like, oh, I really wish I had this pair of shoes and I just haven't. So here we have a nice long pair of black. These have a slight platform on them, boots. Obviously, these are great. They go with jeans, they could go with pants, but these are great if you have a skirt that you're wearing or a dress with some tights. I mean, these will keep you super warm and it's just sleek and sexy. And there've just been so many times I've been like, oh my God, like I wish I had a pair of like long black boots and like I haven't. So these are stunning. These are their mood boots, pointed toe platform high boots. That's the full name of them. I got them in black. They also come in coffee, which is a pretty in color right now. The sort of espresso color. So if you already have a pair of black boots, I recommend getting a pair of dark brown boots. I feel like having both of those as an option for any kind of shoes. Actually, I feel like if you have any pair of shoes in black. Also getting them in espresso is definitely in right now. So if you already have them in black, definitely get them in dark brown. Their color is called coffee for that. They also have burgundy, which is a beautiful kind of like Christmassy color. We have navy blue, leopard, which is fun, and gray. A lot of staples and a few fun kind of options as well. So here's kind of what it looks like up close. We have this kind of very minimal, but still there platform to give you some height, but it's still very, very comfortable. What's really cool about these is when I was looking at these, I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to get like really loose like knitwear, but when you stand these up on the ground, they actually stay stood up. So it's not like a flimsy sort of like knitwear. It's very firm, which I like. Here's the fabric close up. You can see it almost looks like a sock. It's super stretchy. It's like, I don't know if you can see it. It's like very, very stretchy. So a lot of room for comfortability while still kind of like having that firm shape. As I mentioned, super, super easy to slip on and off. We don't have any zippers or anything. So it's just like a quick on and off thing. I'm the kind of person that doesn't even like untie my shoelaces. So having boots that don't require any buttoning or zipping or anything is my preference always. What I like about the design too, it's sleek and minimal. I was saying before, that is what I'm looking for in my shoe capsule. They are also water repellent, which is huge. When it's raining, it's nice to know that like a nice fashion shoe will also be water repellent. Honeycomb gel cell for extra shock absorption. So you can't see it obviously because it's like in the boot, but if I like reach down and like feel it, it's nice and squishy. Like there's definitely a lot of support and a lot of comfort for your actual foot. We have the airweave fabric, again, very, very breathable. As I mentioned before, we have a soft upper design here as well. So it's not gonna like push down on your foot. Very easy on your upper foot. I'm just gonna shut this because my husband's talking to my dog. To our dog. My husband's talking to our dog. So anyway, that is shoe number one. The next shoe we have here is their Belle Voyage minimalist pointed toe stiletto ankle boot. Ankle boots are huge. I have 3 colors just included in this capsule. I would recommend getting black first, but I already had a pair of black, so I wanted to get a pair of cream and espresso as well. The espresso I'll show in a second. So if you don't have black, I would definitely recommend getting a pair of black ankle boots. They have black ankle boots in this design and the next design that I'm going to show. But again, there have been a few times where I've also been reaching for like a cream colored ankle boot and haven't had it. So that's something that I definitely wanted to fill in my winter footwear capsule with. So this is the color apricot. It also comes in black, as I mentioned. Coffee, would definitely recommend both of those colors. Burgundy, brown leopard, regular leopard, apricot snake print, that's a fun one, brown snake print, and then gray. I like this one again because it has that kind of knitwear again, but it's very, very strong and firm, but also stretchy like the others. We have a lot of flexibility in the front as well, which I really love. We have the flared heel. This is a stretchy fit, so it's also wide foot friendly. We have the honeycomb gel again at the bottom here as well. Like, again, these are also like a sleek and minimal design, but there's just a little extra kind of flair to them, which I like. I like to have a few different options for boots, as I said. And the reason I got these specifically, this design, is because there's just like a little bit of interest on these, which I think adds some slight fun to the outfit, but it's still keeping the shoe pretty like basic. It's like that basic yet trendy vibe, which I really like. These are also water repellent, again, very important, especially in the winter months. Again, we have the air weave fabric, so it's very, very breathable, same as the other shoe. This is my second pick. Again, we'll leave a link to this down below as well. My third is their Cloud Mile minimalist pointed toe sock ankle boot. So this is pretty similar to the one I just showed, but it's also a little different. It's a little bit more of a basic design. I got this shoe in their coffee color, their kind of dark brown color. This is, I feel like, the shoe of the season, like just like a dark brown ankle booty. These are just really, really sleek I love this detail in the back here. Pretty much all of the same features as the others. Water repellent, athletic inspired outsole, the honeycomb gel cell for extra shock absorption. You know, we've got a nice flexible upper here. We have the flared heels for a stable step. Airweave fabric for breathability. These come in apricot, the color of these. So these come in this color and these come in this color. They come in black, this coffee color, military green, which I think is a cool color, and leopard. This is the third shoe on my winter capsule footwear collection. My fourth shoe, which I already have a pair of these, so I didn't get from Cozy Island, would just be this in black. I think if you have a pair of booties in dark brown, cream, and black, you're gonna be set for honestly like fall, winter, and part of spring. Those are kind of my first 4 shoe selections. So moving on to just the basic pair of black heels. These shoes I've had for probably close to a year now. They're also from Cozy Island. I don't know if I'm saying this right. It's their bow tenton pointed toe heeled mules. So we just have like kind of like a kitten heel here. Again, like I've had these for a while now. They are so comfortable. I can attest to it. I love the detail of like the 2 little bows here. Again, we have the flared heel. I'm like touching the bottom. I'm forgetting that I've worn them before. I'm gonna wash my hands after this. I don't love wearing like super high heels, so the mules really work for me. And just having a basic pair of black heels, like you really can't go wrong. And specifically for winter, I just think that these are so sleek. They go with a lot of different holiday outfits. If you're gonna include any sort of heel in your winter capsule wardrobe, I would include a black heel like this. As you can see, they just have a ton of breathability as well. I just think these are so cute. Okay, another pair of shoes I would recommend adding to your winter capsule wardrobe footwear collection, as well as pretty much like every season, is just a basic white tennis sneaker. There's a few different options from Quince, which I really love. I'm a huge fan of Quince. They're one of my favorite brands out there. They have 100% leather everyday sneaker. I just think having like a basic white or very, very light cream sneaker is like such a basic staple. So I would recommend getting a pair of just like the plain white ones, and then getting another pair of like fashion sneakers that are a little bit more fun. I recommend going to Adidas for this. There's a pair of like gorgeous like espresso colored tennis sneakers. Love those. I have a pair myself. Let me run and get them. I like these because they're still pretty like basic, but they have white, cream, and black in them, and brown if you include the bottom. And I just feel like they go with a lot of basic winter outfits, and like day to day, it really just elevates my outfits without like having kind of like an extreme color. I also think the dark brown is a great option. I just think having like a plain white and then just one with like a little more interest, or if like you want to go a little more bold, like bringing in a pop of color like red or green or whatever, could be really fun just to have like that one fun option. I'd also recommend having a pair of clog because you can slip on and off. These also I have from Quince. I wear these like every day to walk my dog, so I don't want to touch the bottom of them. I've had them for a while now. These are their water repellent suede clog mules. These I have in the color, I think it's Dune, but they also have in like various shades of brown. This is their lightest shade. You know, you can also wear them in other seasons as well, which is nice. I try with any sort of capsule wardrobe, but specifically with shoes, again, as I said, because I like to keep my shoes to the absolute minimal, I like to have as many that can cross seasons as possible, and these clogs definitely cross pretty much every season, which I like. Next, I think a pair of black loafers is crucial. The cloggy loafers are fun, but they're kind of like going out of style. I think that like a nice thin understated loafer is timeless. You have some options from Quince here, which I really like. They have their Italian leather horse bit loafer, which has the little gold chain in the front. These are really nice if you prefer to have that kind of like gold piece to like give a little interest to the shoe. They also have their Italian leather soft loafer, which is even more understated. It's just the black shoe, nothing on it. And then they also have an Italian suede penny loafer, which is just kind of like a different feel, different material. I personally would go with the leather. I would just recommend having one pair of thin black loafers on your list, because again, these can also be used in the fall. I mean, the spring fall-ish, and maybe not as much in the summer, but definitely fall and definitely like part of the spring, I would say. I think having a black Chelsea boot as well is a really good staple piece for the winter. Most of the shoes I own are like fashion booties that are like heels, but I think having just like a boot that like you can wear out in the snow. I'm just going to walk my dog, like I'm not going to wear a fashion boot, but I don't really necessarily want to wear like my clogs in the snow. It's just nice to have some sort of boot that's made a little bit more for weather. So I think Chelsea boots are like a really good option for that. Quince has a really nice pair of suede Chelsea boots that I'll link down below. And then of course we have the Australian shearling mid-calf boot, which a lot of people will buy the UGG brand, but I think Quince also has a nice option here that's a fraction of the price, and they come in 2 colors. I'd probably get the pecan brown color. I just think that's a classic one. And on like really cold days, if I'm walking my dog, like this might be the option over the clogs. So I just think it's nice to have a nice UGG knockoff or UGG boot for the winter, just as an option for the days where you're feeling a little lazy, you just kind of have your sweatpants on and you want to go outside for whatever reason. So that's it. That is my winter footwear capsule for this year, at least. Maybe it'll change next year. We have, how many shoes did we do? 11 shoes, including the black booties, which are definitely part of my personal capsule. So again, I will link all of the Cozy Island shoes and additionally all of the other shoes that I talked about in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.